All right, YouTube, TikTok, here is your market update for January 26th. I am about to run through a series of news articles. Try to get through this as fast as I can, then we'll go into Q&A at the end, but this is going to be your market update. I wasn't able to record any videos today, so I'm going to try to stay focused, locked in, banging through these articles, and then I'll wrap it up with my analysis and let you guys know how this is all going to come together and what we're going to be looking out for over the next couple months that can actually move this market. Getting started. Let's start from the very top, the thing that everyone was talking about, everyone was looking at. And before I get into this, I want to say that it is funny that our Discord got taken down today as Jerome Powell was speaking. Right when we wanted to be talking about the trades that we were making in the direction of the market, that, you know, the way things were going, that's when they take down Discord. So my Discord group, we have a backup channel on Signal. So we moved on over to Signal. We're, making sure everyone was still alive. And then Discord did fire back up here towards the end of the day. But it was interesting timing that as Jerome Powell was speaking, they knocked out Discord. Anyways, let's get into it. Federal Reserve spoke today, Jerome Powell speaking, telling us what we already knew. Okay, this is what we were already talking about back in December. The interest rate hikes are coming after they end tapering. They're going to end tapering in March. Interest rate hikes are to come after. He's basically telling us that, inflation is going to run rampant, and the only thing that they really have left in the bag is to raise interest rates. So they're saying 3 to 4, maybe even more. But he didn't give us any clear indications other than kind of just reaffirming that timeline that we've already been on, which is March. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to just let you guys know where I see this market going in the meantime. I'm looking for a double bottom to come in. Double bottom to come in, and then we're going to retrace to the upside and hopefully catch an all-season run. I don't know if that's going to come in February. There's some talks March, April. If you line it up in the previous fractals that BC Backer's covering, this, we're going to be retracing back up, it looks like in February. But we're going to be watching that closely. Here's the catalyst, though, that we need to look out for. I'm going to be covering that in this video. But before I get into that, we've lost $1 trillion in the crypto space. If we move right here, we've lost $1 trillion. I wanted to point this out. El Salvador. How's your program working out for you? Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, losing $22 million worth of Bitcoin that they were holding in their reserves. How's your program working out for you? Okay, not so good. Then we look here. The IMF is calling on El Salvador to stop using Bitcoin as legal tender. By the way, YouTube, if you guys have some questions after I'm done going through this, I will circle back and we will be going through your questions. If you drop any super chats, I will make sure to go back and answer any super chat questions if you have something that's pressing and that you need to get asked or that you need to ask. In the meantime, you can see here that I have about a dozen news articles to go through, but I'm going to go rapid fire. The IMF is calling on El Salvador to stop using Bitcoin as legal tender. Okay, they are showing their hand. They are showing what they want to do right now. Let me skip ahead right here. Breaking news, Celsius Network and Gemini, two crypto lending firms, are being investigated by the SEC. Then we already covered this, the Tether executives being covered by Department of Justice. Okay, so they're showing their hand. They're showing what they want to do. We have this coming out. Jerry Brito from Twitter posted this, the America Competes Act, where we have this gem of a politician selling out the American people. Jim Himes, Connecticut congressman, calls himself a reader, runner, swimmer, and he should call himself a sellout Goldman Sachs boy as well, because that's who's paying this guy's check. We're going to call it like it is. Jim Himes selling out the American people. This bill would hand the Treasury a blank check to ban crypto at exchanges, would allow the Treasury to secretly prohibit any kind of transaction it deems a concern without any public notice or input. Strap in, folks. We've been warning about this one, and it is coming. It is right around the corner. The reason why I said that we have a bear market coming is because the Fed's saying that they're going to raise interest rates, they're going to end tapering, and cryptocurrency regulations are coming right around the corner. It's going to be a rough patch, a rough time in the crypto space. It's a hurdle that we have to get past. We've positioned ourselves accordingly. Cryptocurrencies, as I covered, like Algo, that did actually a clean ICO. Cryptocurrencies like XRP, that if we skip ahead, have already been deemed a virtual currency. I highlighted this for you guys. so that you can refer back to the agreement, the settlement that occurred between FinCEN and Ripple back in 2015, where XRP was defined as a virtual currency known as XRP. So literally the task force through the Treasury Department that would be going after people through, if you look here, the Bank Secrecy Act. This is the exact act that they are going to use. If anyone's breaking the laws or rules in regards to that, you will be able to shut down any exchanges or any cryptocurrency company that is violating these laws. The Treasury Department would have full capabilities to come in after any project that they deemed a concern, with no limitations to it. Now, this bill is going to pass. They are showing their hand. Now, I titled this video here on TikTok, "We Caught Them All," because the SEC has been exposed. That is happening in the Ripple versus SEC case. We see this as this prolongs. They're trying to cover it up. They're trying to get another extension so that they can hide the documents. We know they caught them all. Bill Hinman is going to be probably one of the fall guys, but they're being completely exposed. The clips that I just saw over the past few months in regards to Gary Gensler, Jay Clayton, Robert Jackson, you guys have already seen them shown by Digital Asset Investor and the rest of the XRP community that's been over the target exposing this full thing. Now, they're looking to really hit hard. I don't know if they're going to be able to pass this as it's written, but as it's written right now, the America Competes Act was passed on January 25th, yesterday. The House Committee on Science, Space, and Technology voted to advance the bill. This was a provision that was already denied in a previous bill last year, the NDA, National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA. So they're showing their hand. They're showing where they want to go with this. They're investigating Gemini and at crypto lending platforms. Stable coins like Tether are the main targets. Which cryptos are going to pass through regulations? This is the question that I've been asking you guys when you're looking at your bag. Which coins are going to make it through this assault on crypto innovation in this country if they go through with this? They are going to pass this bill. Okay, it's just a matter of if these provisions get restricted, maybe they get taken out if we're lucky, but the Treasury Department, remember, we have a battle underway between the CFTC and the SEC. But let me continue on before I rant too much further. YouTube, make sure if you guys want your questions answered, I will make sure to go back and answer any super chats, and I will read back if there's any interesting questions. I will cover that at the end of this. Cryptocurrency and taxes. The IRS has a watchful eye as trading increases. Okay, I just wanted to point this out to you guys. They're talking about the IRS zooming in on cryptocurrency reporting. It's becoming a serious thing that they're looking at. So don't plan on evading your taxes. Okay, we already covered this. Celsius Network being investigated. The Compete Act being passed, okay, by Jim Himes, complete sellout. This bill would hand the Treasury a blank check to ban crypto at exchanges without any public notice or input. That's where this gets scary. Already passed the committee and it continues on into the House. Let's watch this one closely. Now, they're going to use the FinCEN as the regulatory, the enforcement network. The Financial Crimes and Enforcement Network is what FinCEN is. This is the agency that one of them that they're going to use to attack crypto platforms. Specifically, they're going to be attacking lending platforms and stable coins through this one. The SEC is going to be going after the ICOs and the securities. So you have two different arms of the government, the tentacles of the government that are going to be coming after this space. So be ready for that. Okay, I'm going to make a full video on this because this is so important. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, for those of you who are listening to my voice, thank you for coming in. I have great news. Our sources are only getting better. And I'm not just saying that to hype you guys up, to be on some BitBoy bullshit. Our sources are getting better. We've already been over the target over the last year, but our sources are getting better. And I'm going to tell you guys what to specifically look out for. I've mentioned this before. Look out for the states to pass laws in regards to cryptocurrency. Look for the states to take action. And I'm going to drop a full video on this. Look at the Bank of North Dakota. Just do a little search. Look at them in Wikipedia. And I'm just going to tell you guys where to shine the flashlight, where to take a little look. Okay? Because behind me here, I have all it takes is one state. And what is that in refer to? What am I referring to right there? All it takes is one state. A couple different things. I want you guys to take a look at what they just did in Wisconsin. For those of you who know, you already know. What they just did in Wisconsin cannot be denied, cannot be dismissed. Go take a look. All it takes is one state before the dominoes fall. All it takes is one state before you force the hand of the federal government, of the Federal Reserve. Look at what they did in Wisconsin just recently. Now, in regards to this, look at this senator, Jim Ananich. I'm going to work to make Michigan the most pro-Bitcoin state in the country. Well, good luck with that program, Jim. I don't think that that's going to work out for you because I don't believe in Bitcoin. But good luck with that. At least you want to be pro-crypto, which means you're probably free market, which means that once we have a level playing field, obviously Bitcoin will not be holding the #1 spot. Obviously, it will be replaced by better coins, better protocols. But good luck with that. And here's why this is important. Look for the states to pass laws specifically. I didn't even know. And let me pull this up real quick for you guys. Bank of North Dakota. I misspelled that. Bank of North Dakota is a state-owned, state-run financial institution in Bismarck, North Dakota. It is the only government-owned general service bank in the United States. This bank specifically, why I'm bringing up this little bank in North Dakota, they are completely independent of the Federal Reserve. They can do whatever they want. They can act on behalf of the people of North Dakota, as they did in the 07-08 financial crisis, as they did during the events of March 2020. Go look up, and I'm going to put together a full video for you guys, so be ready for this. And this is where you need to be looking out for, is at the state level. If you remember, in the interview that I just did with Patrick Riley, if you haven't checked that out, CEO of Reaper Financial, in that interview, he said that he's expecting something to come out in regards to the state level, in regards to a favorable outcome. Now, this is where we need to be looking at, is for states like and specifically the Bank of North Dakota. It literally is the own central bank of North Dakota. Look for that. Look for states like Michigan. So you're going to have, and I'm just going to say this, you're going to have more conservative states that are going to probably be passing bills, but you're going to have even blue states passing this because they see the advantages of crypto. This is something that they both want to get behind, because if they want to bring business and innovation to their country or to their state, if they want their state to thrive and be ahead of the game, this is what they're going to do. And this will force the hand of the federal government. So something to look out for. I'm going to put together a full analysis on that over the next couple days. So be looking out for that. Now, let me back up. Let me back up, because what I wanted to cover tonight is, here are the 3 main bullet points. The Fed talked. Remember, the Fed has only talked. They haven't even implemented anything. Just like Russia, the Central Bank of Russia just talked, just suggested that they ban all cryptocurrencies in that country. They didn't actually do it yet. They haven't actually implemented the interest rate hikes yet. They haven't actually stopped tapering yet. Cryptocurrency regulations haven't actually hit yet. So take note of that. If the market's already retraced 50% for Bitcoin just based off this, what do you think could be coming down the pipeline? So be ready for that. Market catalyst. Okay, I've already covered this. The only thing that can change this thing to make a pump, if you guys want the Moon Boy talk, if you want to know how am I going to make money, because I'm right here with you hoping and praying for an alt season. An XRP-led alt season is what I stand here every day hoping and praying alongside with you guys. But we can't just be living on, hopium. We have to actually look at what catalyst could actually take us on a pump, on an alt season. Okay, the Fed will have to completely reverse course. The Fed will have to delay tapering, delay interest rate hikes. If they don't do that, we don't have a catalyst that drives us up. The next one would be a massive stimulus bill passing. Doesn't look like we're going to have one anytime soon. That would be a catalyst that could drive this market up, but it doesn't look like we're going to have one anytime soon. Moving on, crypto regulations could be a market catalyst. There's a few things to cover with market regulations. That's going to be Congress. Okay, they're talking about cryptos, but we know how slow they move, and we know that they want to come in heavy. Elizabeth Warren wants to come in heavy. AOC wants to protect the environment and come in heavy. Jim, whatever the hell this guy's name is, Jim Himes, Goldman Sachs boy, wants to come in and take care of his buddies. Let's move it down though to the state level. This is where this gets interesting, and this is where we could have a catalyst sooner rather than later. At the state level, at the Bank of North Dakota level, working independent from the Federal Reserve. This is what could actually move the market. So if we don't get congressional laws passed, if we don't have President Biden sign some executive order that's being rumored right now, we are going to be looking at the state level. So look out for that. The final catalyst that could come in regards to regulations would be a settlement in the Ripple versus SEC case. Now, where do we stand? Let's go. Shout out to James Phelan. You guys already know the deal. So the SEC has tried to postpone these documents. They're trying to cover their footprints and what they've done. Let's look here, zoomed in. February 17th is the deadline for the SEC to file any motion for reconsideration of Judge Ned Burns' deliberative process privilege opinion on order. So this is the deadline for the SEC to file a motion to stop what the judge already ordered, the documents that the judge already ordered to be turned over. February 17th is that deadline. So right now we're looking, this could be a catalyst for next month, something to watch out for. February 25th is the deadline for Ripple defendants to respond to the SEC's motion for reconsideration. So that's the deadline for Ripple to respond to the motion the SEC just made. The expert discovery period ends on the 28th. So barring any more extensions, discovery will end next month. 90% of cases end in discovery with the SEC through a settlement. 90%. I've stated that many times. You guys already know that. So that's where we're at with that timeline. Ripple versus SEC settlement, state level laws being passed for cryptocurrency regulations, or we're waiting on Congress. Or maybe Sleepy Creepy will wake up and do something good or bad, or just do something. Who knows what Joe's going to be doing. Moving on, I got a few more things to cover. Let's go through this really quick. Michael Arrington from Arrington XRP Capital. The reason why I'm even bringing this up is just because of that. I want to remind everyone who Michael Arrington is. This is going to be kind of interesting to watch. He will be the MC of Miami Tech Week 2022. I don't know who decided to give this guy the mic, but this is going to be fascinating. Remember, Michael Arrington is the guy who created Arrington XRP Capital, basically a hedge fund that was around XRP, and he brags about moving $50 million worth of XRP for 50 cents. Now that's a use case, that's utility. That kills Ethereum. Huge shout out to Michael Arrington. Now, I need to make a full video on this, but I'm going to cover it with you guys right here live. Thank you for coming in. Remember, I will be coming back to check your super chats. TikTok, we will get into the Q&A at the end of this, okay? In the meantime, this is the last thing that I really want to cover with you guys. Ripple, already doing a buyback. You guys like talking about buyback? We already have one underway. Brad Garlinghouse tweets yesterday, excited to announce that Ripple bought back our Series C. December 2019 was when this Series C funding rounds occurred. Excited to announce that Ripple bought back our Series C shares at a $15 billion valuation. Remember, this company was only valued at $10 billion back in 2019 when this initial money was raised. So they've already increased to a $15 billion valuation. What does this tell us? This tells us that Ripple believes in what they're doing. What does it tell us when Ripple returns 80% of the XRP that's released from escrow back to the escrow? It means that they believe in the future of XRP more so than they believe in what they could sell XRP for now. So people have been asking me, what does this mean? It means they believe in what they're doing. They believe in their company, and they believe in the cryptocurrency XRP and the ecosystem that they're building out. Continuing on, Brad says, 2022, slowdown is not in our vocabulary. Even with 2021's headwinds, it was our best year on record. So the SEC can't stop what's coming. And Ripple's financial position, $1 billion in the bank. So Brad is flexing that they got $1 billion in the bank. Is the strongest we've ever been. So Ripple's financial position is the strongest we've ever been. $1 billion in the bank. RippleNet is much more than cross-border payments, and I'm going to come back to that point because that point is crucial. RippleNet is much more than cross-border payments. That was a test. It's bringing crypto-native services such as liquidity to enterprises. Today, the network has a volume run rate of greater than $10 billion. Huge props to the team for continuously upping their game and leaning into new capabilities every year. RippleX, full speed ahead on establishing a multitude of capabilities to the XRP ledger. Remember, RippleX is the arm of Ripple that's building out NFTs, CBDCs, interoperability bridges, side chains, and so much more. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. Working hand in hand with developers and partners around the world, it's a multi-chain world after all. And this is what we keep on hearing in the space, is that this year it's going to be about interoperability, multi-chains, connecting different blockchains, like expanding and building out your ecosystems. XRP, providing liquidity for enterprises. RippleNet, much more than cross-border payments. Cross-border payments was a test. I've talked about this before, and you guys already know where we're going with this one. We have trade finance, $19 trillion. Nostro Vostro accounts, over $30 trillion. Derivatives market, over $500 trillion, over $1 quadrillion. SWIFT, daily volume, 5 trillion, yearly volume, over 1 quadrillion. The clearinghouse service of America, $2 trillion daily. This is the type of money that's being moved across the world. This is what RippleNet is ready for. Remember, RippleNet, only 75% of the clients are, only 25% of the clients are using XRP. We are waiting for clarity regulations to pass, and then the corridors really fire up. The biggest and best partnerships that Ripple has finally start to adopt and use XRP. There is no other cryptocurrency that is positioned like this one, with a agreement with FinCEN already done in 2015 where they were deemed a virtual currency. The SEC never had a case. How many times do I have to say it? There is no case for the SEC. At best, they can get Ripple on some marketing practices by listing XRP as Ripple on some exchanges back in the day. Who gives a shit? Cut them a check for $10 million. Brad just bragged to us that they have $1 billion in the bank. Don't you get it? This is our year, guys. It doesn't matter if it stalls out a month, 3 months, 1 more year. This case will wrap up in a year. We will have cryptocurrency regulations in a year. We will have a collapse, a reset this year. Whether we get a pump in alt season for XRP and our altcoins before that happens or not, our time to shine with the utility coins that we hold is going to be on the other side of this. Keep your eyes on the prize. Ripple tweets, "We're excited to hear that the concept of a digital dollar is being taken seriously and appreciate the Fed's openness to hearing from the public on this issue. We believe that public-private collaboration is the best way to ensure fully informed outcomes." You know what that reminds me of? Public-private collaboration. That reminds me of the diagram that the Federal Reserve put in their report, where they show on the back end settlement layer of payments, on the back end, you have the Federal Reserve and private settlements, private clearing houses. Ripple, perfectly positioned. Been meeting with these guys from the very beginning. Former Fed Chair Ben Bernanke speaking at Ripple Swell. Ripple Swell 2018 or 2019, can't remember. Ben Bernanke, former head of the Fed, speaking at Ripple's conference. Meanwhile, other cryptocurrency platforms can't even get these guys to pick up the phone. Can't even get past the secretary gatekeeper if they were to call up these guys. Ripple has them speaking at their conference. Now, I want to go back. This is what we've been looking at. Huge shout out to BC Backer. For those of you guys who've been watching me, you guys know my main guy that I listen to for TA is BC Backer. Huge shout out. He's been calling this market spot on. This is the fractal that we're looking at, and it's going to take us back up into a bull trap. So we're looking for this bull trap. We're looking for this alt season. I've painted to this whole picture for you guys, the different market catalysts, the different levers that could actually propel this market up. Okay, so now you know what to look for, and we've already covered what to be holding, what to be accumulating right now. Assets that are actually going to pass through regulations. Assets that are going to come out on the other side of this and start to actually flourish and thrive. I do have one more article here. I'm not even going to cover this one. This one is in regards to Prince Andrew. I'm not going to cover that one. I'll just flash that one at you guys real quick. There's a lot underway right now, guys. So we're watching this closely. It's an exciting time to be alive. I appreciate all of you guys so much. We just had our weekly live call last night in the Discord group. My time is limited. I'm going to try to keep coming live. I'm going to try to keep dropping as much content as I can. If you want full access to me and our community, our team, our Discord group is where it's at, guys. You can sign up down below in the Patreon, and then we'll send you the link to the Discord group. I do one-on-ones. If you want to have one-on-one conversations with me, if you want me to check your portfolio, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll let you know what I think. Weekly calls. We've now started to record these calls, so we'll have an archive of all of our previous calls so you can get caught up to speed. If you're new to crypto, and you're trying to get caught up to speed and figure out what the hell is going on, we're not going to charge you $50. We're not trying to upcharge you $200, $300 for some course. We're not trying to sell you a trading course for $3,000. We're not trying to sell you a trading bot. We will get you caught up to speed. No BS, no bullshit. You will never get scammed in my Discord group. We have a great community, great team. I'm so excited about what we have going on. We are so locked in right now. We've been over the target, and as I mentioned, our sources are only getting better. The information, the intel that we're getting right now is incredible, guys. I've been blown away over the past week. What I'm getting right now across my desk is unbelievable. I can only share so much with you guys here on these platforms that are watching us so closely. You guys already know the deal. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's get into rapid fire Q&A. YouTube, if you're watching this after this has been recorded, let's see how long we went. I tried to get through this news as quickly as I could. We're about half an hour in. So I appreciate you guys so much. Let's get into it. We have a 50 spot from Brian Udding with the 50 spot, bro. Are you kidding me? Huge shout out to Brian. I've been following you for a few months. Appreciate your thoughts and level-headed thinking. All the best. He doesn't even have a question. It's just appreciation. We love you, Brian. Thank you. Thank you, man. This is what this community is about. All I ask from you guys, please share this in your Telegram groups and the other Discord groups that you're part of. These guys, some of these guys don't want to address some of the real things, the concerns that I've been bringing up, and these market catalysts that I'm telling you guys, hey, No one wanted to talk about a bear market. Everyone wanted to talk about 100K Bitcoin, 200K Bitcoin, super cycle. When I told you guys at the end of November that I thought that Bitcoin was going to top out on December 4th and roll into a bear market. And that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. So we're going to try to keep on providing as much information as we can, guys. Like I said, we're going to hit you guys with the live streams. We're going to keep dropping daily content. But if you want full access, it's linked up down below. Appreciate all of you guys. Captain Chainsaw with the 10 spot of the euro. We already know what's going on over there in Europe. Exciting developments underway over there. He says, hey, Zach, Baba Kugs said the moon date was on the Marvin Gaye timeline from the Russian flag. I came up with the date of the 18th of February, 2022. Make of this what you will. Captain Chainsaw, I appreciate that. February 18th, that's going to be the full moon of February, I bet. Without even looking at it, I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the full moon of February. Now, we've been watching the patterns very closely. New moon of January, we dumped. New moon of December. Well, okay, actually, we have to go back. The reason why I was calling for Bitcoin to top out on December 4th is because that's the pattern that it was on, was that we were getting market tops, local tops around the new moons, and we were getting bottoms around the full moon. That energy completely reversed when we went from a lunar eclipse in November to a solar eclipse in December. We had a complete shakeup, 40% liquidation event on the December 4th. So I was wrong about another top coming in, completely right about the date to look out for, and heading down into a bear market. Now, some would say it's a debate. Are we in a bull market, bear market still because of where we're at? By the way, we're almost pushing 200 in the YouTube. Thank you for coming in tonight. TikTok, we're getting suppressed, but we're still pushing 138. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. If you could tap the screen, share the stream. Appreciate you guys. YouTube, if we could get the thumbs up, that helps spread the message as well. The energy completely changed. They absolutely took advantage of us in a ritualistic dump, market manipulator whales. Whether you want to think that they're worshiping the moon or not, I don't care. Who cares? The fact of the matter is we were watching that pattern spot on. It's why we were able to call it so perfectly from September going forward. Huge shout out to Waters Above Crypto. Waters Above Crypto was the one that put us onto that pattern. December 4th, 40% liquidation event completely ripped away this market. And then since then, we've been seeing massive dumps around or on new moons. So the January new moon, we had another liquidation event. Same thing occurred on December as well. So we'll see what happens here in February. The energy has kind of reversed, right? Okay, this is the fractal that we're looking at from BC Backer right here. BC Backer, my main TA guy, it's been calling this one so good. And this fractal, if we repeat this fractal, it has us going back up. And this is why I like bouncing Waters Above Crypto off of BC Backer. I take two opposing points of view, and then I meet in the middle, right? That's where true intelligence is you see on both sides of the coin. You stand on the edge of the coin, you see both sides. That's where true intelligence is. Both of them are saying that we're going to get this double bottom. Look for this double bottom to come in. We could retrace back to 33. Maybe even a crazy wick below that, but look for another bottom to come in. I don't think that we're set to go quite yet. Look for another bottom to come in, and then we send it into a retracement where we're probably going to break 50 again. 50 to 60K. Waters Above Crypto said specifically 51 to 61. But for all intents and purposes, BC Backer is showing this fractal taking us up to 57. So we're going to get a retracement. This is exactly how this played out last bull run. This is exactly how this played out back after the May dump of last year. So these fractals, whether we go up and we only touch out to 48, 50, or we push all the way up to 60, we're probably not going to see another all-time high for Bitcoin set. But the good news is that this is going to be our opportunity for the liquidity to flow in to our altcoins. So this is the pattern that we've been watching. BC Backer's been spot on. Really like his analysis. Appreciate you guys for coming in tonight. Thank you so much. YouTube, TikTok. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Okay, I think I covered all of our super chats. Captain Chainsaw, I appreciate that 10 spot. Brian with the 50. That's a massive drop. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. Okay, let's go rapid fire Q&A to wrap up this stream. Let's hit it hard. Hey, Zach, is somebody in your family a hairdresser? Every time you're so fresh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you think that Russia, Ukraine? No, guys. No. It's all posturing. It's all a distraction from a failing economy, a failing administration over here. They're beating the war drums right now. I'm not looking for anything to happen quite yet. February 16th is the full moon. Okay, something to look out for. Did I see XRP Lion's latest tweet? The Fed is racking in trillions from markets to cover XRP buyout. Yes, I know the XRP Lion. XRP Lion, where are you, bro? He has DM'd me on TikTok, and I DM'd him back, and I was like, yo, let's talk. Haven't heard back. I don't know. He's one of these guys that, doesn't show their face. I don't think he makes YouTube or anything, but I want to ask him, even if he wants to be like, just, hey, man, let's just DM. I got some questions. But I'd love to have him on for the show. I don't know if you're out there, Lion. Let's talk Fed buyback. You know that I love covering that. When are they rolling out the UBI? They've already rolled it out. There's just different variations of it. And I'm expecting them more. Now, I forgot to cover this. I was going to bring this up too. They just announced $15 billion worth of student loans being forgiven. Everyone was making fun of me for saying that they were going to forgive that they were going to start to forgive debts. And that was the news that came out today. $15 billion in student loan debts already forgiven. Where do we find BC Backer and Waters Above Crypto? Both on YouTube. If you have interest in pictures of Arthur Brito, hit me up. Most definitely. DM me on Instagram. I would love to hear that. You called that months ago about the debt. People were making fun of me. Ugly Crypto. What's up, Anthony? Anthony in the chat. I appreciate you, brother. Really helping us out in our Discord group, dropping a lot of information on DeFi. One of our DeFi experts in the chat. Huge shout out to Anthony. Thank you so much. BC Backer's been good. Yeah, a lot of people don't like him because he's not a moon boy, because he wasn't calling for 100K Bitcoin. If there was a crypto ban, can they seize our XRP if it's on a separate hard wallet? Well, we have to look at the precedent. The precedent that already happened was they basically created criminal penalties for not turning in your gold when they did the gold buyback. Patrick Riley says 55% chance of a buyback occurring. So slightly better than 50-50. We'll see what happens. For me, we talked about the buyback in the chat that I had with Patrick over the weekend. So yeah, if you don't want to watch the full interview, you can watch the summary. I dropped a summary on my interview with Patrick Riley. It's on my YouTube, or you can go watch the full interview. Huge shout out to Patrick. Would you call on Michael Burry for a podcast? Yeah, but I doubt that he would talk. I don't know if he does interviews. But yeah, I'd love to chat with Michael Burry. This to me is a similar opportunity. We're not necessarily like shorting the banks and financial institutions. We're just investing in the technology that they're going to have to adopt. Will the real collapse start in March? Well, we'll see. All we can do right now is go off of the Federal Reserve's timeline and what they're telling us. You have his number? Okay, if you have his number, DM me on Instagram. Zach, I dropped family investments in email if they still want to discuss XRP. Yes, we have a lot of interviews on the way. A lot of interviews on the way. I think if a buyback was to happen, it would already be off of all exchanges. Well, it's off of all US exchanges, Johnny, right? So, you know, yeah, we already have that basically going on. It's off of all US exchanges. Thoughts on Algorand? Big fan. Big fan. I just went even more bullish on Algorand after I dropped that Algo versus Ethereum ICO comparison video. If you haven't watched that, check that out. One of the best videos I've ever made. Only a few thousand views on TikTok and YouTube, so make sure you go check that out. We are so early in this space, we have to remind ourselves of this daily. Yes. Yep. Let's see. So I told you guys last night. The pattern that I was tracking was spot on for XRP. I did a short on XRP, took 7% profit, and then I entered an XRP long, and we did 25% profit on that trade while I was sleeping. And then when I woke up, the market had already started to move back up, and I just sat it out. I sat it out. So I haven't made any trades today. Last night, though, what is that? 32% profit on those trades. If you want to see what trades I'm doing, which I'm starting to play around a little bit more, that is in the Discord as well. It's not signals. I'm not giving you signals, not financial advice. I'm just showing you how I'm playing my cards. Go here, XRP. But yeah, we were watching a really good pattern last night. We did have a breakout, but basically we're back down into where we were trading before. Let's go into this 15-minute chart. We'll zoom in, we'll watch XRP. What value could they force to buy back? Well, if they tried to shortchange us, there would be massive, massive class action lawsuits, massive issues. And let's go to our candles. Yeah, so this pattern right here is what I was trading. Let me show you guys. 18, 19. Yeah, I was like this pattern right here. That's where I was making my trades right there. As you guys can see, this one was a very good, solid pattern that we were watching. So that's how we did that. That was very simple. Simple couple trades, and then I got out, and then this is what happened today is we had that massive spike, and I was busy today. I did want to, God, I'm kicking myself because I was trying to short right in here at this level. Where are we at? I was trying to short that level right in there. Never did, but obviously I would have been making some good money on that trade. But as it stands right now, we're back within this range for XRP right here. I'm showing you guys 63 cents all the way down to 55 would be the bottom. Zoom back out here. Okay, so we had this wick back up. We did push above 63.5, which in last night's weekly live call with my Discord, I was telling them 63.5 was the level, like the short-term level to break through. We did, pushed up, touched above 65, and then we came right back to where we were. So this is telling me that our structure is holding and that we are going to have a double bottom. Double bottom is coming in. Go to the hourly chart. So the recent bottom for XRP came in at 54 cents. Okay, so we could easily see another move back down to there. I wouldn't even be surprised if we got one shorter. Put everything in theta. VC, what's good, brother? How's theta been doing? I haven't even checked theta in a while. What, in your opinion, what's a good amount of XRP? A classic question. 2000 XRP puts you in the top 10% of bag holders. So if you're just getting started, YouTube is acting up. Yeah, my YouTube is YouTube is acting up right now. It's just trading view. That's what it is. Trading view's giving me some issues right now. Let's actually let's go to CoinMarketCap and get a price check on all the coins. Ripple IPO this year. Yep, we'll see. They're basically going to do it right after the lawsuit ends. It's going to be massive for XRP and Ripple. Man, same old story. XRP ain't going to do anything but lose people's. Man, same old story. These little crybabies in the chat. Brad just flexed a billy on you fools. Get your freaking game up. Okay, you guys get me so riled up. Let me just take a quick breath. Brad just flexed a billy on you fools. They're sitting at home crying. XRP's never going to do anything, man. I have some choice words for you type of folks, but I won't say that here. But get your game up. That's my nice way of putting it. Get your game up, please. Understand what we're on the precipice of. These people won't lose. Look at the connections. Look at where this goes. Get your game up, please. All these coins are back within range. You know, we've basically backed down within the ranges that we were trading in. Remember when I was telling my Discord member take profits above $90 on Luna? Well, this is why. This is why. Luna down to $56. And the guy that was supposed to be giving you the signals, where was he? They dropped the ball on that one, didn't they? Crow, 38 cents. That was another one that I was telling our members to ladder out of. Yep, back when it was approaching $1. Yep, exactly, yep. I remember that. We've just had these massive retracements. Vet is at a steal. Personally, I'm not a fan of Vet. Personally, I'm not a fan of that coin. Okay, let's go rapid fire. You got Solo, nice. After chat with Patrick Riley regards to buyback, have you any worries? No. And Patrick and I even worked out the issue in regards to the private ledger, kind of talking that one through and why the advantages for the banks and financial institutions would be to operate with the public layer as well. So basically, the advantages of the private layer is to hide the transactions between the banks and financial institutions amongst each other, but still having that ability to tap in to the public layer and run their businesses, their enterprises through the public layer as well. Beth, I did hear you yesterday when you said you bought some Shiba and Dogecoin. Again, yes, I don't know why, I don't know what you're doing, but I hope it works out for you. Appreciate you, Beth. Thank you. Uphold hinted at $1,000 XRP. Uphold knows. Yes, they do. Uphold knows. 2,500 XRP good enough? We'll see. I'm a kid in the candy shop with these crypto prices. Where do I start? This is what I've been talking about, is that these prices are already very attractive. And if we still get a further retracement, you're fine. All I have to say, though, is if we do get a pump, if we do get to this alt season, you really are going to be wanting to ladder out. Not financial advice, but I'm going to be exiting all of my positions besides XRP. what will happen on the full moon? Well, our pattern has completely changed up, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. What a bloodbath! Yeah, it's been crazy. Your TA for quant, how low can it bottom? What was I saying? Yeah, quant, didn't it touch down to $100? Let's take a look here. Algo, I was talking about coming back below $1. We did just see that, so that was very attractive. And quant, yes, below 100. Here we are. Here we are. So when I was, yeah, over the last month, I was saying, guys, that these coins are going to retrace 50% at least in a bear market. So they've retraced 50%, and we're not even in the depths of the bear market yet. Remember, the Fed only talked. Russia only made a threat. Nothing has been implemented. Nothing has been done. Crypto regulations haven't even hit. The investigations have just started in regards to Tether and the executives at Tether. The SEC has just started to look into Gemini and what was the other one? Celsius Network and Gemini, two crypto lending firms. I believe that Voyager is also getting looked into. They're coming. They're coming. Their hand will be played this year. This year is it. And if you guys want to understand why we're going through this during this time, this year, you need to look up the Jubilee year. The Jubilee year. We're in a Jubilee year. We're in a Shemitah year. Every 7 years. Basically, every 7 years we have a pullback in deflation. Shemitah year. Jubilee year. Reset. Coming in. Collapse on the way. XRP is the chosen currency of the fifth dimension. I love how I still have people that are like upset that in my very first XRP video on TikTok, I called XRP the intergalactic reserve currency of the new financial system. I still think that was one of the all-time videos I've ever made on XRP, and it was literally my first one on TikTok. But I reposted it on YouTube, and I still am getting these comments even up to today where people are like, galactic? What are you talking about, galactic? Like, bro, Greg Kidd made the term. A billionaire who was an early investor into Facebook, Twitter, and every other company that matters right now. He's the one that came up with it, not me. Greg Kidd, billionaire, came up with the term intergalactic currency. So take it up with him. And the reason why we call it is because it's going to be bouncing off satellites settling in 3 seconds in a quantum financial system that is on the way. Starlink satellites already in the sky. T Fuel's up 34%. Yeah. What's your worst trade that you have done? It's just been XRP longs, probably, I would say. Like, just basically, the worst trades I've ever been in have been futures trades, and I've gotten wrecked. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you look at last year, I took a loss on my futures trading. So, like, on my Qcoin account, took an L. But it was to the tune of a few $1,000. I mean, nothing major. Just a small percentage of my portfolio. How much XRP is enough? Well, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. Subjective question. But yeah, no, I'm not even going to front. I don't play around. You guys know, full transparency with me. I was trying to learn technical analysis, and so I was putting my money putting some skin in the game, and that's how you learn quickly. Quickly. The thing is I was coming in trading here at basically the most volatile time in the market, the end of the bull run. This is the most volatile time. Volatility right now, if I mentioned this in my earlier TikTok, the CBOE is Chicago Board of Options Exchange or something like that. It's a volatility index, and we are approaching levels not seen since the March 2020 issues arose, and we had that crash, and since the 07-08 financial crisis. So we're just in a very volatile time. And the market maker whales love to wreck little guys like me. And so that's what they did. What happened with my boy Parabolic? Where are these guys? It's like these guys went into hiding or something. Trezor versus the Ellipal Titan. Well, we recommend the Ellipal Titan. I do have an affiliate link down below if you guys want a link to the Ellipal Titan. It is down below in the description of my video, linked up in my TikTok bio. What was the stupidest question you couldn't answer? Oh boy, I don't know where to start with that one. The daily thing on TikTok. Doesn't Kid own like 10% of all XRP? At one point, he did own a large portion of XRP. I'm not sure if it was 10%. Wait for the signals. Qcoin is complicated. Yeah, it takes some time. It's not simple like Coinbase. It takes some time, but just put in some time. You'll get the hang of it. If you guys want to get caught up to speed on using Qcoin, different exchanges, different wallets, we have tutorials for all of these resources that we recommend for the Ellipal Titan, for the Zoom wallet, for the different exchanges, for Qcoin. We have tutorial videos. We're just continually adding to the resources in our Discord within our community. So if you're trying to get caught up to speed, if you're new into this space, $17 a month. Sign up for the Patreon. We'll get you in the Discord group. How much do I know about vector space AI? Here's what I know about vector space AI, about VET. They are use cases, they are utility. However, they don't necessarily need a crypto that has a value, a speculative traded coin tied to that utility. So what do I mean by that? UPS, our post office, FedEx, already is using tracking. Basically, they haven't moved to blockchain technology quite yet, but they basically are already using QR codes and tracking all of your packages and everything without using a coin. Why do they need a coin? And it's the same thing with data sets. Why do you need a coin? That is the problem with the use case utilities like data, like logistics, with VET and vector space. That's why I'm not bullish on them. I mean, they might pump. They might catch an alt season pump here this year. But I'm looking for Amazon to adopt their own blockchain technology, or to adopt something that's not out of China like VET is. Vector space AI. I think that they basically got a lot of hype. They were pushed on TikTok, which always is a red flag for me. If we get serious hype pushed by the TikTok kids, I avert that. Okay, if you don't get in on the TikTok pump, then I get out. I avoid that. I don't even get in. Okay, if you don't get in on the insiders, remember the TikTok kids get early access from the project creators, from the developers, or they go to DAO Maker and they're getting early access to these coins on DAO Maker. But then there's people even before them who got in before them. So by the time it comes to you, it's been shilled in their Discord groups and shilled on the TikTok platforms. There's already been early investors that are waiting for you to provide liquidity so that they can dump on you. You are that liquidity for them. It doesn't matter of the success of their project or not. One successful pump and dump is all these guys need to run away with hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars provided by you. So be careful in those Discord groups with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of members. Those Discord groups are monitored. I forget the name of the guy that I was listening to talk about how hedge funds, big money, Wall Street types, are literally coming into these Discord groups and trading against you. I shit you not. I forget the name. He's not a guy that I'm a particular fan of on TikTok, but at least he is a ex-Wall Street hedge fund guy. So take that with a grain of salt. But he's talking to basically hedge fund guys. And they're saying that they're going into the largest Discord groups that you are a part of. And they're watching what they're being pushed and they're trading against you. So you have to look out for that. Not only are these influencers willing to dump on you and use you as their exit liquidity, the whales are watching these Discord groups and monitoring what is being talked about, what is being pushed. What makes you choose Ellipal? They're very solid and they have a lot of coins that you can't put on other wallets. So like our XDC, that's one example of a coin that you can actually put on your Ellipal. See, I just dropped you guys the whole deal right there. That is what just happened over the last year. And I don't need to name the names. You guys already know the characters that we've called out in the past. And I don't spend any time calling them out anymore because I will get taken down. The platform doesn't like when you call out these guys with hundreds of thousands of followers, tens of thousands of members in their Discord group, and they constantly seem to have a new coin that they want to push, a new low cap gem that they want to push on you. They have a new NFT project. Uh-oh. Not supposed to be telling you guys this. This is why I'm not liked in the groups anymore. This is why they kicked me out of the group conversations amongst the influencers. I don't fit in. I don't play along. I don't need their money. I'm not broke like them. I have real businesses. Most importantly, I actually have values and integrity, unlike those guys. How much lower XRP price? I really need XRP to hold 50 cents, guys. That's what we're watching for XRP. We really need it to hold 50 cents. What do you think of Russia using crypto to hurt us, and what will we do? What will it do to the market? Well, they're talking about banning it, which kind of disproves Dan Pena's theory that Putin created Bitcoin. By the way, shout out to Dan Pena. He's dropping some video clips of his January seminar, so I need to get caught up on that. The only content that I've been consuming over the last few months has been Dan Pena, Waters Above Crypto, and BC Backer. Guys, I really recommend, don't listen to 20 different people. Listen to like 2 or 3. Now, you're going to have people that you listen to in regards to different things. Like, I listen to Ken McElroy or Robert Kiyosaki in regards to real estate. When it comes to crypto, technical analysis, I'd go to BC Backer. Technical analysis and secret sauce, I go to Waters Above Crypto. For business and mindset, I go to Dan Pena. Read his book, Your First 100 Million, or I've listened to it like 7 or 8 times over the last 6 months. And why? It's because, just like Dan says, I'm a doofus moron that needs to repeat it in my head until I understand it over and over again. YouTube, what's good? What's good? Hopefully I didn't miss any super chats. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Thoughts on Filecoin? I am a fan of it, but like I said, I'm leaning more towards more away from the use cases of like that, like data coin, file storage. Why does it need a coin with a value that's traded and speculated on to use some of these use cases and utilities. Why do you say you need XRP to hold 50 cents? Well, basically because if Bitcoin drops down to like 30K, we need Bitcoin to hold like 30K and we need XRP to hold 50 to remain in bullish posture. That's why I say that. What about Scientific Investor? Haven't checked him out. See, because once you find someone who's been making good calls, I wouldn't switch it up. You know, BC Backer has been spot on for me. Waters Above Crypto has been really on for me. So I don't switch it up and constantly try to change up who I'm listening to and where I'm getting my technical analysis and advice. Coach JV is another great influencer of XRP. Dude is real. Yes, huge shout out to JV. Huge shout out. Speak about the airdrops. Yep, a lot of airdrops coming. I'm going to be vetting out more of them. A lot of the NFT projects too. Going to be trying to speak to the creators, the developers behind the projects. And we'll see. We'll see what they have to say. Yeah, I think that we're going to continue to the downside looking at this chart. We're gonna go touch 55 again. That's my official call. That's my official signal for you guys. I think for XRP specifically, we're gonna go touch 55 again. I'm gonna zoom in, guys. This is gonna be the 5-minute time frame. So remember, this is way zoomed in. I can freaking get trading view here. How do the traders trade against us? Because they have all of our trades. That's a great question. So these exchanges get to see all of our trades. So it's like you're playing a poker game, but they get to see your hand. And then they get to bet and trade against you. That's why they always win. The max pain point, I think, has moved to 45K. So that's why we're looking. The options expire in 2 days on Friday. So that's going to be interesting to see if we do get a push back up towards like 45K for Bitcoin over the next 2 days. Do you invest on a different crypto platform? Yes, so I use multiple sources: Coinbase Pro, Uphold, KuCoin. And then I'm set up on a few others too. Multiple options is what I recommend. Guys, thank you for tapping the screen, sharing the stream. YouTube, if we could get some thumbs up in the chat, you would be greatly appreciated. And guys, if you could please share my YouTube videos in your Discord groups, in your Telegram groups. You know, if you're in another Discord group and you find something I share interesting, share it in your group. Ask other influencers, what do you think about this? If you want me to go have a conversation with someone else, recommend it to them, recommend it to me. I'm lining up interviews as we speak right now. We've already talked to JV, Crypto Keeper, a few other ones in the works here. We're going to be talking to XRPL coins that are coming out. We're going to be trying to vet those out for you because we have a lot of new XRP coins. We have a lot of NFTs coming to the XRP ledger. We're going to vet them out, let you guys know which ones are legit, which ones you should hit up or pass on. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts on XDC? Big fan. Big fan of that trade finance space. That utility, that public-private blockchain, XDC, big fan. I just stumbled on you. I'll be joining the Discord. John, thank you. Yeah, guys, sign up for the Patreon linked up down below. I'll send you the link to the Discord. We'll get you caught up to speed. I had my weekly call yesterday, but now we're recording them. So this week, we did our first recording of our live stream weekly call. So we do weekly calls, and we also have other calls as well that I don't record. Some conversations, I will tell you, we can't record. We're going into a little bit of interesting information and intel. Like I said, our sources, our information is only getting better. We were way over the target last year. It's only going to get better, guys. I'm so excited. So excited. It's only going to get better. KDA, good coin. You have a JV interview? Yeah, we're going to be lining that one up here shortly. I've already been DMing JV. We're going to be lining that one up shortly. What's my day job? I run a landscape business, ran it for 6 years. Yeah, so when I say I got a real business, it's a boring business. It's not a sexy business. It's not an internet business. But it spits out cash flow. And cash flow is king. I'm going to be dropping a video here soon where I'm going to let everyone know that I'm a cash flow maxi. People want to call me an XRP maxi. People want to be Bitcoin maxis or Ethereum maxis. I'm a cash flow maxi. So even though I hold big bags of XRP, I know that they're not producing cash flow for me right now. So I'm not just waiting and hoping and praying that my little $500 investment in crypto turns into $5,000. I execute in my business every day. Spit out and try to increase cash flow. That's the key right now. It's one of the most important things right now, guys. Because of inflation, the price of your goods, it's not 7%. Inflation is not 7%. That's a joke. The cost of lumber is up 76% year over year. That's true inflation. 76% just on your lumber. So if you can even get the supplies, not even talking about the supply chain crisis, which I barely cover. We talk about that much more in my Discord group. You guys know the deal on TikTok and YouTube. YouTube actually I love because they're letting me talk about much more. TikTok, if I expose the Great Reset template, they just take down the video. If I lay out how the Great Reset's going to be rolled out, they cut me down. So very limited on what I can say here. YouTube hasn't taken down any of my videos. So shout out to YouTube. Respect your business. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, pretty much like no debt and free cash flow. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And you want the ability to raise your prices right now. So earlier this year, or sorry, just a couple weeks ago, I dropped a video. And some of the best videos that I do make, like with the most actionable action items that like you could actually take, they don't go for whatever reason. If I make some hype video about XRP buyback at 30 grand, it'll go. But when I drop like just solid advice that a lot of people don't want to hear, but I dropped a video where I talked about locking in low interest rates, refinancing existing debt on good debt. So don't buy a new whip that you don't need, okay? Don't max out your credit card on bullshit. I'm talking about locking in low interest rates on good cash flowing real estate, on businesses that's going to produce more cash flow. And then if you work a job, there's still ways that you can increase your cash flow. And that's called having and developing more skills, making yourself more valuable to your company. Someone that I know is doing it the improper way, going to their boss and just asking for a raise because inflation's bad, man. Inflation's bad, man. Well, that doesn't mean that you're more valuable to the company. You need to go develop your skills. So something I've been telling people is you want to increase your cash flow, okay, and reduce any bad debt that you got. Get out of debt, free yourself up. You want to be nimble right now. You want to have liquidity. If you don't have free cash flow that you can invest into crypto, you're never going to be able to pack your bags. So that's the main problem is we get into like moments like this and we're all tapped out. And I'm right there with you guys, you know? I'm well off, but I don't have enough to just freaking dump money in right now. I'm waiting for prices to dip more. I'm waiting for the depths of the bear market, but also I packed my bags by dollar cost averaging over the last 2 years. A lot of you guys are new. And so I understand the challenges that you're up against. Now, in regards to why I recommend coming in and paying $17 a month for my Discord group, it's because I can save you thousands of dollars and hours of your time getting caught up to speed. Like personally, I wasted a whole year just trying to get to like the basic understanding that I had in regards to XRP utility coins and what was going on in crypto. I mean, it's taken me years of researching this space. One of the most recent comments that I just got, I don't remember if it was TikTok or YouTube, but they said, "Where'd you get your economics degree?" Like, well, bro, I don't have an economics degree, but back when I was in high school, I was reading books like End the Fed by Ron Paul. In between doing the usual high school BS, because I wasn't some lame nerd. It was just reading books, playing video games. I did all that too. But I played sports and, did usual high school shit. But I was also reading books on the Federal Reserve and economics back in high school when nobody was really doing that. And that was 10 years ago. So I got 10 years of foundational research on economics, the Federal Reserve, and how they actually affect the economy, monetary policy. That also began my studies, and my great awakening was back in 2012 through Ron Paul. Huge shout out. He's the man. Jerry says, haha, too late. I bought a Porsche recently. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, HBAR has been mentioned in the ISO 222 messaging for Swift. HBAR is huge. Crypto Gamer, I do not believe that that is the case, my friend. If you have that information, I'd love to see that. I've never seen that HBAR is compliant with ISO. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, though. If you have 1 million in the bank, then buy that Lambo. Yeah. I mean, I will never be buying a Lambo. I will never be doing that, but $17 a month equals bargain. Yeah, most Discords are $50 to $200 a month. Most of them are trying to upsell you trading bots. Most of them are trying to upsell you trading courses for 2-3 grand. Most of them are trying to get you to wrap in to different NFT projects that they're launching. Most of them are basically just a platform to provide liquidity for earlier investors like themselves and the creators of these tokens with no utility, no use case, but then they get promoted as low cap gems to you and the other morons that fall into these traps buying these low cap gems that are pushed by these clowns on TikTok. If you want to join my Discord, it's linked up down below. You sign up and pay through Patreon. So you just hop into the Patreon. I'll send you the link to the Discord. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. If you're new, we'll get you caught up to speed. If you're experienced, you're going to be joining a community of like-minded individuals covering the truth in regards to current events, cryptocurrency, tying it all together and preparing ourselves for the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. We're completely locked in right now, guys. Although the times are so interesting, there's a lot of fear in the space. I feel so confident right now. So confident in our plan and our strategy that we will execute. It doesn't have to play out exactly how we want it to. We know what we hold. Look at, okay, we just had some green candles while I was ranting here on the XRP chart. Let me flip over here and take a look. We just pumped up to 60. Something to look out for here. Still trading within this range, nothing to get excited about, but we are touching 60 cents right now. Something to watch. Remember, guys, these charts that I show on here are Qcoin charts, so they're going to vary from your exchanges. I was going to say, yeah, I probably would have entered an XRP short right now if I was free to do some trades. That's not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to do that. Like I said, I took a fat L trading futures, so it is very risky business. You have to understand that. But yeah, I'd probably be going short right now. 60 cents, yeah. Write it back down to 58. That's not financial advice, though. God, I'm so excited though, guys. Our Discord community is very exclusive. There's not 1,000 members. Okay, we have um, almost 140, I think. So if you want to get in here, we're an exclusive group, like-minded individuals. I'm so excited because our resources are getting better. Tutorials. I'm going to be posting all of the weekly calls. I'm going to be posting other content in there that's just exclusive for the Discord. We have deep dive conversations like last week we had an industry expert in regards to 5G technology conversation that can't be had on TikTok and YouTube. We had in our Discord group. Like I said, we're getting industry experts in. We have people that are much more knowledgeable than me in regards to like DeFi, posting good stuff in there. We have community members that are researching XRP Ledger airdrop tokens. So they're vetting those. We have people that are vetting the NFT projects. We have tutorials. You can get a one-on-one session with me. You have full access to me because I'm basically responding in my Discord all throughout the day. All throughout the day, I'm responding in the Discord. We're sharing news, articles. We've been over the target all year long. We're watching this play out, and we're getting down to crunch time. I'm super excited, super locked in right now. I just feel so focused. Our mission is so clear. One of my Discord members recently just said, we're really changing lives. And it's like, it took me back, and I was like, really? Like, is it really that? Are we really doing that? But then I took it back, and some of the other feedback that we're getting, it's like we really are. We're getting people caught up to speed, and even people that are knowledgeable, they want to be a part of this like-minded community. I will say this: if you're new to the space, you'll come for the knowledge, and you'll stay for the community. Very tight-knit group. Very tight-knit group. And part of the reason why I charge for $17 is because I keep the jokesters and the people that are gonna mess around with us, I keep them out by keeping it at $17. That's part of the reason why we charge that price, because we keep the Joe Blow, people that want to mess around with us, out of there. So serious people, appreciate all of you guys for coming in tonight. It's been a good chat. Been a great conversation. We covered a lot tonight. Okay, HBAR is being looked at and is mentioned in the Swift for the ISO 222 messaging. Yeah, there's a lot of hype around HBAR. I do think that it's solid technology. I think they have some solid partnerships. I'm waiting for some more from HBAR. The good news just came out that they finally received like the patent for their technology. That's good. It's good. If XRP doesn't pump in 2022, I'm gonna get hair plugs. Zach, did you know that Google says world bridge currency is XRP? Yes. Yes, I do. Yep. Jerry said, don't jinx it, keep ranting. Maybe if I just keep going on a rant, XRP will keep pumping. Go on a marathon stream. Can't stop the rant. What should we rant about next, guys? What do we got? Sleepy Creepy. I can't rant about him. Shout out to the man. The man running the show. VC, what's up, brother? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. See, VC, he's his platform has more advanced content in regards to trading and all that. He'll get you caught up to speed if you are trying to go really in the trading game. It can be worth it to sign up with some of these guys. I will say that. There's very few that I recommend, if any. I don't recommend any of them, really. I don't recommend any of them, but you got some people out here that are actually changing lives, that are actually giving people the secret sauce on how to actually trade these markets properly. Very few. I don't recommend any, though. Like I said, I don't recommend any. No recommendations, no financial advice here. Do I own any XLM? Yes, I do. As a lurker, very happy to hear you will be posting the weekly calls on Discord. I know a lot of people, like Discord's hard for them to navigate, so we'll help you out there. A lot of people, miss our weekly calls, and so yeah, we just implemented that where I'm going to YouTube live doing private live streams while I'm doing my Discord weekly call that gets re-uploaded. So yeah, 17 is a nice round number. Yes, 17 bucks and $17 a month. VC, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that shout out. Does XRP have a limited supply? Yes, 100 billion tokens. We'll be joining the Discord tomorrow. Appreciate you. Crypto Lunatic, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. You're going to have fun in here. You're going to have fun in here. All right, guys. Well, we've been going for an hour and a half. I don't want to stop ranting. I need to keep ranting. We just got a little red candle. Oh, shoot. Here comes the red. We're dropping. Sold all my ETH for XLM. I like that move. Thoughts on the Shane Ellis theory? I've heard of that. Someone remind me, what is the Shane Ellis theory? I forget which theory that is. There's been so many theories in the XRP community. Thoughts on XLM? I'm a fan, big fan. You need to short? Well, I did, like I said, I would have been shorting right there at 60 cents. Waiting for it to retrace back down. I think, guys, the max pain point, though, is coming in 2 days. However, I would just wait. Maybe tomorrow, Thursday, Thor Day. They'll just drop it on Thursday with a quick hammer. Crush this market real quick down. Squeeze Bitcoin down to 32 or 33. Squeeze XRP down to 51 cents before we send it back up. Yes, VC, exactly, yes. I don't have any indicators on this chart that I'm looking at right now. I just have it we're just kind of watching this one. But yes, guys, yeah, if you put the RSI and watch that RSI, we've been in crazy oversold territory. Yeah. Yep. So we'll be watching this one closely, guys. Expect some more content. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube, if you could hit the thumbs up for me on the way out, I would appreciate that. We have links on down below if you want to get in the Discord group. If you want XRP merchandise, we have a link for that. If you need an Ellipal Titan, if you need a cold storage wallet solution, linked up down below is our Ellipal Titan affiliate link. Feel free to hit that up. We appreciate you guys supporting this channel. I try to give out as much free content as I can here. So we appreciate all the support. We will see you guys in the next one. If you want a recap of this stream, this will be re-uploaded as soon as I end it. Just go back, in the first 30 minutes of this stream is basically all the news and information that I was trying to cover before I went into Q&A and started up the rants. So just look for this. It'll be reposted right away, and you can go in and just watch the first 30 minutes of this stream, and you will get all of the news articles that we were trying to cover tonight. James Butler, my man, what is good, brother? OG member. My OGs in the house. I've seen some more of you guys on TikTok too. Let me shout out the whole gang. Jay, what's good, brother? Jay's in the house. Who else do we got? If you're in my Discord group, can you say a quick what's up? I had to drop in for James, it's late over there in Minnesota doing the ice fishing, bro. What are you doing up so late, man? Past your bedtime. Cypress Bridge, and Angie's in the house. Oh, we got Birdo Quack. Nurse Smalls. What's good? What's good? Jemmy, thank you. Just joined today. Rick, what's good? What's good? What's up? I joined today. Thank you for coming in, guys. Thank you for coming in. Super excited to have you guys up in here. Crypto Knight, the other Zach, is in the house. I just saying, yo, Glenn, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in tonight. Thanks, Zach, for being informative and educating everyone. Much love and have a great evening. Crypto Gamer, thank you. What's up, Zach? What have you been up to, brother? XRP has to be a stablecoin in order to work with banks, so if they replace Swift, it's got to hit 1K. Exactly. It's going to be stabilized at a much higher price. Yep. But it also settles in 3 seconds, so the volatility doesn't matter with XRP. The settlement happens in 3 seconds, so it's way less volatile than any traditional ACH payment, any other network, because it settles in 3 seconds. The rants are my favorite. Nicole, thank you. I know. The rants are fun. Sometimes I get a little bit too mean on these guys, and I don't mean to. But the truth, we have to lay out the truth. We have to call out these guys. We have to remind people about the greatest digital asset ever created and the best cryptocurrency company in the world. Ripple, sitting on $1 billion cash right now. If the SEC wants to fine them for 100 or 10 million bucks, fine. Here you go, Gary. Peanuts. Peanuts for the big boys and girls over at Ripple. Lay out the truth. That's right, Zach. You already know the deal. If you guys aren't already following the Crypto Night here on TikTok, make sure you guys have checked out Zach. He's a real one, smart guy, not just crypto. Guy knows his shit. Jane Ellis theory shows how XRP price can move high and quickly. Well, I mean, yeah, we're along those lines of thinking. I talk about how after we get the settlement or the SEC case over with, XRP will be on the path to 3 digits within a year. So that's not really like an overnight flip of the switch. It's just like utility turned on and the value just continues to increase as the network builds out, as you know, banks and financial institutions eat up XRP. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. We have officially hit 1 hour and 33 minutes. So we're going to wrap this one up. Appreciate all of you guys. As I said, the links are down below. If you want to join the Discord group, it's there. If you want some XRP merch, it's there. If you need a cold storage solution, Ellipal Titan Wallet is linked up down below. By the way, quick shout out to our merch supplier, Nicole. She is one of my OG members of the Discord. She's a moderator in there. Part of our team, really helps out a lot. Thank you, Nicole. But when you go buy our XRP merch, you are supporting her daughter's businesses. Or sorry, her daughter's business. So she has multiple daughters and it's their business. So, you know, I get a little sliver of the action, but I'm mostly just trying to push this on over to them because I think that it's so fascinating and awesome that she's getting her kids involved, teaching them entrepreneurship, teaching them business. So when you buy our XRP merch, you're supporting the business of some local some younger entrepreneurs who are just getting into the game. So make sure you check that out. Very good prices too. Very good prices. How do I join the Discord? It is linked up down below. You sign up for the Patreon, and then I'll send you a link to the Discord group. Before I head to bed tonight, I'll check the Patreon. I'll see all of you guys that have joined the Discord, and I'll send you the link to the Discord right away, right after I get off this stream. Is XDC better than XRP? No, 2 different use cases, both solid utility coins. These lives are nothing without London. I know. Yeah, I don't know how much more I'm going to feature London on stream, on lives, on content. We got a lot of weirdos out here, a lot of scammers, a lot of... Yeah, but yeah, huge shout out to Nicole and her daughters for running that business. It's super cool. The XRP merch that they're selling right now. So if you guys want any of that, it is linked up down below. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, brother. Looking forward to the community. Yeah, you'll love it in there. Good question. When you'll make your XRP t-shirts as merch? Yeah, we already have it available. Some of the XRP shirts that you guys see me wearing are not from our um, from the business link down below, but yeah, all of my like tie-dye ones, the Rising Phoenix one, the Ripple logo with the XRP and the bull symbol, with like the X and the bull. Those ones are all from that merch link down below. Do I think the XRP is the beast coin? Remember Brad laughing about it? Ripple's not going to lose. That's what I'll say in regards to that. Ripple won't lose. Is that where you get your shirts? I love your XRP shirts. Yes, it's linked up down below. I forget what the link says.